Hey, what's going on YouTube? Blackmagic here, and thanks for joining me for today's video. I do realize it's been a while since my last commentary, and also I have not done a commentary since Battlefield 4 came out, so that's what I'm here to do today, and that's what today's video is all about. The first episode of 919 Gaming took place right after the release of Battlefield 4. I had a great time playing with my friends online, but the great thing is that you all enjoyed it too, so look for more 919 Gaming episodes coming in the near future. Now, since midnight release, I've been playing Battlefield 4 every single day, sometimes for 4 or 5 hours, sometimes for just an hour, but I've been loving every second of it, and I feel like I really got my money's worth with this game. I'm not a big fan of how you have to use a web browser if you're on PC. You have to use a web browser to find servers and locate games, or even play the campaign mode, which I found kind of odd. But it's a minor personal gripe of mine that I know that not a lot of people share. I'm sure that people are used to this by now that have been playing Battlefield for a while, but it's, like I said, it's just a minor personal gripe of mine. And I knew about this months in advance, so I don't really fault the game itself at all. There were a few times where I ran behind a wall or into a corner of a building to take cover thinking, oh, I'll be safe here, and completely forgetting for a second that I wasn't in a Call of Duty game, just to have my cover blown to pieces and with me along with it, and it was kind of embarrassing at first, but then I was like, well, you know, this is Battlefield, it's not Call of Duty, I'm still trying to get used to this game. I have to understand that mechanics and things, tactics that would work in Call of Duty is probably not going to work in Battlefield, and if it does, I'm going to need to tweak those tactics a bit. So, you know, but anyways, moving on. Speaking of which, I'm in love with the vehicles in this game, but mainly the attack helicopters, and I've been getting somewhat better at controlling them. They're a great way to not only move around the larger maps a lot quicker, but also a great defense when playing game modes like Conquest or Domination, I've found. When you see an objective being captured, you know, you can just quickly get over there, take the guys out, and, you know, just everything goes a lot quicker when you're in an attack helicopter, even one of the scout helicopters, to be honest with you. I have had a couple games where I'm in a helicopter firing at enemies on the ground, and then I actually jump out, parachute down to the ground, and finish off the last couple of ones on foot. It's an amazing rush that you can only get in a Battlefield game. Now, as far as the weapons are concerned, at first I stuck with the Assault class until I unlocked the M416 and a few attachments to go along with it, but lately I've been using the Recon class with the AK-5C carbine. I've also kind of been working on a solid Engineer class lately with the PP2000, and even though I've yet to work on my support class just yet, I've enjoyed the early level weapons thus far, even though the Scar H did have a little bit more recoil than I really wanted it to, and with its small clip size, it was somewhat difficult to get multiple kills if you're going against people that are at 100% health. Another thing I like about the class, basically the whole class system in this game, is that you can actually change your loadouts without having to back completely out of the game with the Battlelog app or Android or the iOS app. You can do the same thing, but it might not be as quick as the in-game option. Now, one of the reasons I like the whole way that the class system is done in this game is because, you know, in Call of Duty games, when I would unlock, like, let's say I unlock, like, a silencer for my MP7, I have to, if I want to equip that silencer right away, I have to back out of the game completely, equip the silencer in my created class, and then go find another game. And that really always kind of bothered me about Call of Duty, was that you couldn't just change everything right there in the lobby that you're currently in. Well, with Battlefield, it's completely different, and that's exactly what you can do, is change your loadout while you're still in the game. You don't have to leave the lobby. You can remain in the lobby while changing it, and that's just one of the little things that I found that I like about Battlefield just a little bit more than Call of Duty. Alright, now moving on to the maps, I've found that the more open world or sandbox multiplayer maps can actually take a bit of getting used to, but the maps in Battlefield 4 are simply amazing. It's a big change of pace than what I'm used to from playing Call of Duty games, but that's not necessarily a bad thing for me. Most of the gunfights I've found myself in are either medium to long range as opposed to a ton of close quarters combat that I actually started to grow used to in Black Ops 2. And while close quarter games can be fun, they can also be a bit annoying after a while because the game just starts to kind of seem repetitive, and then I just start to lose interest in the game altogether. It's one of the main reasons that I kind of started to fall out of Black Ops 2 for a while, and it's also another reason that Nuketown 2025 kind of started to become a pain in the ass for me, because every time I would run around a corner, I would run into an enemy, or every time I would run into a house, I would run into an enemy, like smack dab, like we would come up like face to face on each other, and it was really, really annoying. Overall, guys, I've had a great time playing Battlefield 4 because it's a different experience than what I'm used to. The maps are huge, and while it can be a bit overwhelming and perhaps intimidating at first, you do get used to the difference, and it's a lot more entertaining and a bit more easier once you start using the vehicles to navigate your ways around these gigantic maps. I'm still blown away by the depth that EA and DICE go into with this game, and it's a solid example of why the Battlefield franchise thrives, where some other franchises and games have failed. If you guys are thinking of getting this, but you're like me and you need to do some research first before you actually make a purchase and spend your hard-earned dollars, then this, in my opinion, this game is a solid purchase that you will not be disappointed with. Unless you're just a complete noob or you like to camp in corners, then, you know, you camp in corners, you're going to get blown up by a tank. So don't buy the game if that's all you do. Anyways, guys, that's just going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you've liked the video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and let me know what you think about this video. Or if you guys have played Battlefield 4 recently, let me know what you think about the game in the comments section down below. You can follow me on Twitter at BlackMagic. You're going to have to spell it backwards the same way I do, but don't worry, you should know how to spell it by now. You can also find me on Steam. My Steam ID is BlackMagic, also going to be backwards. My Origin ID, if you guys are wondering, is actually going to be Doobie Ashtray, all one word, 04. I don't really have a lot of games on Origin, but you can find me there. If you have not done so already, please do take a second and click the subscribe button. That way you're kept up to date on all my videos, and also it's going to keep you up to date on all the new series that I've got going on here on the channel. Anyways, guys, like I said, that's it for the video. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.